Hello and welcome to OneStep Global on Air.
Well, NCI is 75 years old this year. Business would be a key area, so HR is a key area, areas like marketing. So if you look at Ireland and you look at those companies that our president has mentioned there, you'll see that the tech sector is huge in Dublin. And so our programs such as cybersecurity, cloud computing, data analytics, artificial intelligence. Ireland is still one of Europe's fastest growing economies and still scores very highly on employability for all those types of students. And we see that in particular at NCI, that the employability rates for NCI programs in those business and computing areas are still above 90%. So we're getting very good outcomes. We have a fantastic career service that helps the students get those jobs.
So they will be invited to events with employers, most importantly, employers around us like Google, like Meta, like HubSpot, Citi, Salesforce, big brand names. We will do speed dating events with those companies. We will do mock interviews with those companies. We will be inviting alumni who work in those companies to come back into the college and talk to students about their experiences.
As I said, Indian students have been a very important part of the NCI story. So we wanted to celebrate that. So we are launching an NCI 75th anniversary scholarship, which features a scholarship fund of €75,000 specifically for Indian students, to give meritorious Indian students the opportunity to ease some of that financial pressure and to come and study at NCI on any of our programs. Recently, a study by the Global Peace Index, which looks and ranks countries all over the world in terms of safety. Ireland was ranked as the second safest country in the world. So that looks at a range of criteria, but specifically in terms of safety and in society for people just living there and people visiting, Ireland scored so highly. So when you look at that, and that affirms what we as Irish people know, that Ireland is a safe country, is also a welcoming country, very family oriented with that sense of community. So Ireland absolutely is a safe country to come and visit.
Hello and welcome to OneStep Global on Air. Today we will be talking about the changing global mobility landscape for students, the value of studying abroad, the kind of employment opportunities that students can expect, especially in a country like Ireland. And I'm glad to have with me Professor Gina Quin, who is the president of National College of Ireland, and along with her is Mr. Robert Ward, who is the Director of Marketing and International Development at NCI. Welcome, both of you.
We're delighted to be in Delhi and delighted to be with OneStep.
So, Professor Gina and Mr. Robert, today we will be delving deeper into the unique career opportunities that students, especially from Southeast Asia, can expect from NCI. So, I would like to begin with Robert. How do you see the role of global higher education institutions in paving the right professional opportunities for students who want to gain global exposure and who want to really make the best out of their talents in a new country?
I think it's really important. There's a mix of two things. I think we're talking about the hard skills that they need. So at NCI, we offer programs in computing and business broadly. So we make sure that those programs, say for example in the technology area, have the skills that employers need. So the technical aspects are in those programs because the programs are shaped in consultation with industry. So it has to have those technical skills, those up-to-date qualifications and everything to do with that. But it's also very important that the international student, I think in particular, gets the soft skills that come along with the program. So things like communication, working in teams, working in different cultures, the experience of studying and working and engaging with employers in a different culture. All those kind of softer skills are really important. So I think it's a package that comes with both hard technical skills and the up-to-date qualifications, yes, but also what makes you different as a student, as an employee of the future, is going to be those other softer skills. So it's important that the institution incorporates that whole package in terms of the classroom, but also things that happen outside the classroom, engagement with employers, career service, work with your peers, engagement with clubs and societies in the student experience.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole package there, and the colleges and NCI definitely over the years has made sure to incorporate both of those things.
Well, that does make a lot of sense, that soft skills is something that students will really vouch for when they are studying in a new country. And that brings me to my next question, Professor Gina. So, uh, currently there is a wave of uncertainty among Indian students who are planning for studying abroad, especially in the Western countries. How do you think is Ireland uniquely positioned to welcome students on board? What are the unique opportunities that they can expect from an institution like NCI?
But I think what's very important for students to understand is that Ireland holds this very, very special place as a global employer. So we have a lot of headquarters of EMEA international companies, global companies based in Dublin. Many of them are within walking distance or even within sight of National College of Ireland's campuses. So it is really, I think, a fantastic opportunity for students to engage with global employers and to consider Ireland as the basis for, yes, as my colleague has said, acquiring the hard technical skills and qualifications and the soft skills for working with those companies, but also starting to develop their network. Networks are extremely important for students. Networks that they will build with National College of Ireland and with the employers that are interested in employing our graduates. Those networks will stand to those students for the rest of their career. And they will start building networks for future positions, for promotions, for transitions back perhaps to India or into other global markets where their skill set is in high demand. So we believe that Ireland can deliver that. And the other point I would make is Ireland is a small country. We are only 5 million people. Dublin is by our standards, a large city, 1 million people, but that is still a small city by Indian standards. So we pride ourselves on a very close community. We have very strong family values within Ireland. We have a very diverse population, and we are very welcoming of people into Ireland. We talk about 1,000 welcomes. And that is very, very true. And we love to talk to new people, find out about their background and share our background with them. And I think students coming to Ireland will find the Irish environment very friendly, a very safe environment, and an environment that they can absolutely thrive in.
Absolutely, and I think Ireland has been consistently ranking within the top countries in the Global Peace Index as well, and there's a lot of humility, safety, exposure, and friendly outcomes that Indian students can expect while studying at Ireland. So, Robert, what do you think are the key highlight courses at NCI? Students here would be really interested to know what kind of particular educational takeaways can they have at NCI.
Yeah, well, NCI is 75 years old this year, and in our history, we've covered, business would be a key area, so HR is a key area, areas like marketing, but specifically, we would be very well known for technology programs. So if you look at Ireland and you look at those companies that our president has mentioned there, you'll see that the tech sector is huge in Dublin. And so our programs such as cybersecurity, cloud computing, data analytics, artificial intelligence, they're key programs that are very successful, that we get a good number of students coming to those programs. And key to it is the employability rates for those types of programs are very, very strong. Ireland is still one of Europe's fastest growing economies and still scores very highly on employability for all those types of students. And we see that in particular at NCI because of the relationships we have, and because of the types of graduates that we are producing, that the employability rates for NCI programs in those business and computing areas are still above 90%. So we're getting very good outcomes. We have a fantastic career service that helps the students get those jobs, and it's been really successful in those areas of business and broadly throughout a whole array of computing areas. So it's a really strong.
Well, that sounds wonderful. And talking about career services, I would like to know from Professor Gina that what kind of networking opportunities can students expect while studying at NCI, whether it be with employers or mentorship from teachers, alumni? What kind of career progression can really Indian students envisage?
We have a very active careers team. So from the first day that students walk into National College of Ireland's campus, they will be getting emails from the careers team to say, come along to this event. We expect to see you at that event. Come along and listen to how you can develop your profile on LinkedIn, how you can develop your networks across Irish businesses. So they will be invited to events with employers, most importantly, employers around us like Google, like Meta, like HubSpot, Citi, Salesforce, big brand names. We will do speed dating events with those companies. We will do mock interviews with those companies. We will be inviting alumni who work in those companies to come back into the college and talk to students about their experiences. We will be helping students with applications and CVs. We have a fantastic jobs board for students that they can peruse and get assistance in making applications. And most importantly, as my colleague was saying, we integrate the employer's needs into our programs from the very point of design. And also, we bring the employers back again and again to meet the students. So we're running hackathons and competitions. We're running events with those employers to give the employers the opportunity to be exposed to the brilliance of our students and to, at an early stage, begin to identify students for internships, for specific business-related projects, tech-related projects, and bring those students on to the point that they are very comfortable and successful sitting down at interview for potential careers with those companies. So there's a lot of activity in this space.
I'd say at NCI, for us to say one thing, at NCI, every decision that we make is guided by the question, how will this increase our students' employability? That shapes almost everything we do. And you see the results of that then when the graduates come out.
I think the students and parents hearing to us now will be thrilled by knowing about the host of opportunities that exist at NCI, and I'm sure they will be planning their higher studies with the university soon. I just wanted to understand uh, the technology has been evolving at a very rapid rate. There are a lot of new advancements in terms of artificial intelligence, particularly. So, how is NCI making it sure that students stay right ahead of the curve and they are employable for future skills that will become really high in demand moving forward?
Well, I think, first of all, that alliance with industry that I spoke about. So it's cutting edge technology, and we know what the industry wants. And the industry, a lot of time, is involved. It's in the classroom. We will have guest lecturers, or we will have faculty that are, there with significant industry experience. So they're making sure everything is right up to date as well. And also, the way the students learn, there's a lot of things like critical thinking and problem solving. So even as technologies change, and we know they will change, the student is still equipped to keep pace with that going forward, because it's a particular mindset of continuous learning and critical thinking that helps them to keep up to date, even as the technology change, which we know they do faster and faster every year.
I think the other factor is that very often we are integrating a really important subject like AI into other disciplines. So you may not be specifically studying AI, you may be studying human resources, or you may be studying cybersecurity, but you will be looking at how artificial intelligence is influencing that particular discipline. We have to remember that AI is a really valuable tool, and we need to imagine how it's deployed, as well as understanding artificial intelligence itself.
That's very promising. And this is an open question to both of you. Beyond the academics, what kind of cultural exposure can students expect while studying in Ireland? The country has a very beautiful food culture, very beautiful festival spirit. So, what kind of cultural immersion does the institute facilitate for South Asian students to really acclimatize themselves with this new country?
I'll start by saying that even before the student leaves their home country to come to Ireland, we will engage them in a welcome program. And that will include an understanding of Irish culture, some exposure to our landscape and our environment, as well as understanding their academic requirements, academic integrity, and also the program that they're about to embark on. And then when they come here, as Robert was saying, they'll get involved in clubs and societies. But more importantly, we run a specific program for our international students to bring them around the country to see some of the famous sites like the Cliffs of Moher, or to see other major cities. It is something that we major on.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely, and it's great to see when the international students come and they get brought on trips, or they organise various things themselves to go out and see the Irish countryside and different spots, beauty spots around. You know, it's a very different kind of landscape to what they might be used to, but they love it, and they love to see, you know, get involved. We have clubs and society, so Irish music, Irish dancing, Irish culture, sport, all of those kinds of things. We do have a cricket team, you know, but there's lots of different things. They go to the, you know, the famous football stadiums nearby to see Gaelic football and hurling, which are our national games. So they really do get a chance to immerse themselves in the culture and learn about it, and it's great to see, and they love it. And then specifically at NCI, I would say that, you know, we have a long history of international students and a long history of Indian students coming to visit NCI, and the support that's in place. I'm at NCI almost 20 years, and I can definitely say that students will be looked after. If a student ever, an international student in particular, has any issue, the support there that we'll get is top class. They will be looked after. People care about the students, they care about them as people, and they will do anything that they can if a student has a difficulty, because sometimes students do have difficulties, and I know from past experience how well they'd be looked after and cared for. So I think, you know, if I had a son or daughter that was thinking of traveling around the world to study, I would want them to end up somewhere like NCI, because I know in my heart that the people there really do care about the students and really do look after them.
And we are also delighted to have those Indian students there and to celebrate Indian culture. We will have a festival for Diwali, we will have a festival for Holi, and all our other students from Ireland and from other countries will so enjoy the immersion in that experience as well. We learn so much from our international students. They are guests with us, but they are so welcome, and they are really valued within National College of Ireland.
Yeah, and an immersion of Indian culture plus Irish culture. What would more students expect out of this cultural immersion exercise at NCI? I would like to also understand what are the kind of future employability opportunities that students can expect in Ireland. So there's been a visa tightening spree going on in most parts of the world, but Ireland comparatively is still very friendly when it comes to post-study work visa
Yes.
options. So would you like to elaborate on that?
Well, our undergraduate students have a work permit for 1 year.
Mm.
Postgraduate students, when they complete their masters, can stay in Ireland for 2 years.
Mhm.
And for a postgraduate student, that is a really, really important piece of experience. It's a real opportunity to build your CV. And to use that as a stepping stone. Remember, they will generally go to work for a global company. So it's a stepping stone to working in other parts of the world or working back here in India for that company, which is really, really valuable. But they're going into a future role with amazing experience, a fabulous, globally recognized qualification and experience that will stand to them for the rest of their career.
Well, that sounds very promising. Robert, I want to understand. Currently, there is a 75th anniversary taking place at NCI. What does that mean, and what kind of extended opportunities can now Indian students expect from this special year?
Yeah, it's a special year. NCI founded in 1951, so we're 75 years old this year. So a college of great reputation, great standing, and great history. And as I said, Indian students have been a very important part of the NCI story. So we wanted to celebrate that. So we are launching an NCI 75th anniversary scholarship, which features a scholarship fund of €75,000 specifically for Indian students, to give meritorious Indian students the opportunity to ease some of that financial pressure and to come and study at NCI on any of our programs. So that scholarship is something that we're delighted to do in this 75th year for our Indian students, and we encourage students to look at that, and hopefully will help them have that experience of studying in Ireland at NCI.
That calls for a double celebration for Indian students, I believe. A lot of tuition fee help is on the cards. Currently, you are in India and you have been working with your local partner, OneStep Global. How does that partnership look like, and any further expansion plans in India?
We want to deepen that partnership. And we do that in the spirit of support to Indian students coming to Ireland, understanding the needs of Indian students, and actually making sure that the programs that we have that are open to those Indian students are really aligned with future career opportunities. So for the future, we see continual development of our programs, perhaps more combination of disciplines, where we bring a tech subject and a business subject together to give students even more potential. And we have those in the pipeline for 27, 28. But we want to deepen our relationship with OneStep Global, because we know of your reputation here in Ireland, and we know that you bring the best students forward. We want to identify the best students, bring them through their programs, and ensure that we really give them the opportunity to achieve, to change their life through education, and to stand proud as alumni of NCI into the future in great careers.
Well,
And of course, NCI has worked with OneStep Global for many years now, and so we understand each other very well, I think. And OneStep, understands that NCI is a quality institution, and what we're aiming for and what we achieve and have achieved is quality applications and quality students and a quality experience then for those students. And so it's a great partnership that's worked well for many years, and hopefully will continue.
Well, that does sound like a very fruitful collaboration and many more years to that. So, Robert, I wanted to understand when a student is moving abroad, they might have a lot of anxiety among them that how safe the new
Yeah.
country would be, how accepting the people would be. The parents must be like really going through a lot of doubt, because students are very young when they move
Yeah.
such a great distance from the native land. So, how does Ireland really support them during this transition period?
Yeah. And I think we'd all, if we have our family traveling abroad, we're always concerned about safety. And, I can understand that. And sometimes people look on social media and they might see things, and that can sometimes be taken out of context. What I will say about Ireland, statistically, it's proven that Ireland is one of the safest countries in the world. Recently, a study by the Global Peace Index, which looks and ranks countries all over the world in terms of safety, Ireland was ranked as the second safest country in the world.
Wow.
So that looks at a range of criteria, but specifically in terms of safety and in society for people just living there and people visiting, Ireland scored so highly. So when you look at that, and that affirms what we as Irish people know, that Ireland is a safe country, is also a welcoming country, very family oriented with that sense of community. So Ireland absolutely is a safe country to come and visit, and to study in. And furthermore, then for NCI and the colleges in Ireland, they also provide support and provide a community for that international student to be part of, which kind of adds a further level of comfort, safety, and security at home, away from home. So absolutely, it's a concern that every parent would have, every family would have. But in terms of Ireland as a country, I know that students who have come will, speak so highly of the safety, the security, and the welcome that they got from the Irish people.
I think you have really eased out the anxiety among a lot of Indian students and parents. There's absolutely nothing that they should worry about. In fact, what they will get is just a bunch of friendly people and a very warm culture. It was a great pleasure to have you both with us on the OneStep Global On Air podcast. Thank you so much for your valuable time. I'm sure students and parents listening to us must have derived a lot of key insights about studying in Ireland, the unique career opportunities and professional grooming opportunities that they will have at NCI. I wish you both best of luck for the rest of your India tour. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's been a pleasure.
We are signing off from OneStep Global on Air. Thank you so much.